One of the best upgrades I have done to my Tacoma is not the suspension, it's not bigger tires, it's not bumpers, but having onboard air. Whether I'm heading out on a trail, I'm packing up after a weekend camping trip, being able to air back up wherever I am has completely changed my experience. Over the past year, I've slowly built what I think is an incredibly practical onboard air setup. And today, I'm walking you through the entire system, why I chose the components I did, and we're also taking a look at MORRFlate's newly updated 4-tire quad air hose kit. What's going on, guys? Welcome back for another video. If you're new here, my name is Chris. Right behind me, this is the Fortune Taco, and that beautiful neon green hose is something we're getting into in today's video. Most people in the off-road community are probably pretty familiar with this setup and this system. What I want to do today is go over my setup and my air system I have here. I want to kind of talk about how I got to where I'm at and why exactly I have the setup I do. If you are new to my channel and you have not seen my videos before, like I already mentioned, my name is Chris, and this is my 3rd gen Tacoma. What I typically like to do on the channel is doing installs and mods here on my Tacoma. Sometimes we bring guests on, whether it be my brother or some of my buddies, and we do some work on their trucks. Or I like to do gear and product reviews. Sometimes I like to do adventure videos, whether I be out at an off-road event or maybe I'm camping. If any of that stuff is something you're interested in, please consider subscribing to the channel. You'll be able to see when I release future videos. But getting into today's video, I'm gonna go over something that's been featured a couple times here on the channel. This is gonna be my custom onboard air setup. It features my twin air compressor by MORRFlate. It is tucked into a storage system here, which is the JD Fabrication Bed Box. Those are 2 different videos I have on my channel that are kind of related to this video. I did an install of that bed box first to begin with, and then after I had the bed box in, I installed this air compressor in it. And then today's video is kind of pulling it all together. I want to explain why I did what I did. And we have a new product to feature here that kind of pulls the system together. 4-tire air hose kit from MORRFlate. They did send this out to me so it could be featured here on the channel, and I'm super happy to be running this thing. I've been running multiple MORRFlate products on my truck for many years, and they make some really good quality products. MORRFlate, thank you for sending this hose kit out. Hopefully, if you guys are watching this video, you can get some information from this, maybe learn something, and build out your air system. So the very first few times I went off-roading, I had no air system on my truck, and I learned very quickly it's something that I need to go off-roading because it was a pain. Every time I go wheeling, I'd air down, and then at the end of the trail, there's 2 things you do. You either find someone that is willing to let you borrow their air compressor after they're done using it, or you're gonna go drive to your nearest gas station, wherever has an air compressor, to air up your tires. Sometimes if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you're out on a trail, it might be quite a bit before you can get to an air compressor like that. So I was always relying on other people to use their air compressors. My buddy Justin, I don't know if he remembers this, but he had this little cheap $25, maybe $30 air compressor. I think he bought it at AutoZone. After he upgraded his system, he donated his air compressor to me. And that was my very first air compressor. And then I had one little kind of coil hose. You had to go to each tire individually, and it was so freaking slow. I would literally be finishing with maybe like 1 or 2 tires, and all the rest of my friends in the trail were completely finished, and they were just sitting around waiting on me to finish airing up my tires. I'd say after running that air compressor maybe for about a year and being pretty annoyed at how slow it was time for an upgrade. And that is when I got my MORRFlate twin air compressor here. This thing was a game changer. I've had it maybe 3 years now. Somewhere around there. I think I got it about 3 years ago. It has been running so strong. It has been a game changer. It airs up these tires so fast. And when you pair it with a quad air hose system, like we're gonna go over in just a minute, this thing works like a beast. I'm usually hooking all my stuff up, I'm airing up, and even with all my other friends and buddies that have really nice, good air compressors, usually most of my other friends are using a single air hose. Not all of them have the quad air hose system. And they're maybe finished with half. They're done with their driver's side when I'm completely finishing up all my tires. So using both the air compressor and the quad air hose system together are super beneficial, and they work really, really well. Now, when I first did get this air compressor, I did not have this setup here. Just so you know, the setup I have currently, it was a very kind of long time coming and planning out. I didn't just make this thing overnight. It was years and years in the making of thoughts and planning. So like I mentioned, I first had that little air compressor. It worked very slow. It was horrible, but it got the job done. Then I got the twin air compressor here from MORRFlate. It came with a nice little carry bag. It was a little like canvas kind of carry bag with a handle, and it would sit in the backseat of the truck. Usually I would not keep it with me all the time because it takes up space. So it would be in my garage. And then when it was time to go off-roading, I'd grab it out of my garage, I'd put it in the truck, we go out and wheel, and then we get back home, unload it again. Well, there was one time I was out off-roading, we're at the end of the trail, time to air up, I open my back door, and there is no air compressor in my truck. And at that moment I realized I forgot to pack my air compressor and I had no way to air my tires up at the end of a trail. So then I started to think of, I want to do a mounted solution, do some type of onboard air here with the truck. And I saw multiple people were mounting them up under the hood. There was one thing I didn't like about that was, I guess there were two main things. The water, dirt, mud, all that kind of stuff it could be exposed to in your engine bay. And two was heat. Being right next to your engine and heating up an air compressor drops its efficiency. So if you're out trailing and wheeling all day and the heat of your engine is warming up the air compressor, when it's time to actually use it, its efficiency is already going to be tanked and dropped because of how warm the system is. There was another option of mounting it underneath the seat. I've seen some people do that. I don't know if this compressor, which is pretty beefy, would actually fit underneath a seat, but it would be nice having it indoors. It would be completely separated from any of the elements, but having it underneath that compact space, I don't know about airflow, burning the seats or carpet. I didn't want to worry about any of that stuff. To me, I didn't want a compressor that heats up to be mounted in the cab in a very tight constricted area like that. I wasn't a fan of that setup. That was not for me. But then after researching online one night, I'm sure it was sometime late at night when I was just browsing the internet for stuff that I do not need to buy, I came across the JD Fabrication Bed Box. This thing was marketed as a battery relocation box. When I was looking at the pictures on their website, there was one picture that caught my attention. There was a photo of an ARB twin compressor mounted inside this bed box as one of the photos on their website. Then that got me thinking that it's not just meant for batteries, you can also put an air compressor. So right away I got the dimensions of this bed box. I went and measured my compressor and it was gonna fit with a couple inches of spare on either side. And I knew that I needed to tackle this job. So now when it comes to off-roading, the air hoses always stay in the truck. They're nice and compact with the carrying case that MORRFlate sends that just sits in the back seat. They don't take up a lot of space, so I don't have to worry about unloading it. The air compressor never comes out of the truck. It's always here. So if I want to go wheeling, don't even think about it. It doesn't even cross my mind to go hit the trails. At the end of the trail, I pop open my bed box, kick on my compressor, pump up the tires, and then I'm good to hit the road and get the heck out of there. So I really like the convenience of this. I like knowing I always have a compressor, because another little benefit to it, when it came to having just the compressor sit in the back seat, like I said, I only loaded it and brought it on trail days. I did not bring it all the time. So if there was to be a roadside emergency, if I saw someone that had a low tire that needed help, or if I had a low tire and needed help, if I was not off-roading, I would not have this compressor with me. Well, now, with it permanently mounted in the bed, if I ever need a compressor any day, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm wheeling or just cruising on the highway, I have my air compressor with me and ready to go when I need it. So does everybody need a four-way tire air hose system? No, it's all preference. It depends on what you want, maybe what your budget can afford. I didn't have one for the longest time. I honestly, the very first one I owned, I built myself because I thought I'd save money. And I ended up saving, I think, about $5 compared to just buying my own MORRFlate. And then I ended up buying a MORRFlate due to the weight. The system I built was much, much heavier and it just became a pain to lug around. So I got my first MORRFlate, ran the thing for years, and then like I mentioned, MORRFlate just came out with this brand new upgraded system. The biggest thing about it is their heavy-duty braided hose. It can handle higher PSI and higher temperatures, which is just gonna make it last even longer. But getting back to, is this something everyone needs? The true answer to it, no, everyone does not need this, but is it something that you will really enjoy having? Absolutely. Everyone I've ever known to own a 4-tire air hose system absolutely loves it and never wants to go back to a single hose. I used to have a compressor that had a single hose, and then I got the 4-way air hose system when I first got my MORRFlate. So ever since I've had a MORRFlate, I've only ever used a quad air hose system with it. I've never done a single hose with this MORRFlate compressor. Taking this 4-way air hose system, connecting all 4 tires, and then just pressing a button on the compressor and all 4 of your tires simultaneously air up and even out to a nice even pressure is super convenient. One other added benefit is if you combine their air hose system with their compressor, it has this automatic air up feature. You set the PSI you want, like 40 PSI, whatever you like to choose. You hit power, this thing will start airing up, and as soon as it hits 40, it turns off and stops. So what that means is when you're on the trail, you either want to hang out and talk with some buddies, maybe you want to grab a drink, you're going to set up your air hose system, set your PSI, hit start, and walk away. Go grab an ice cold drink, start relaxing while your tires air up automatically. So comparing the old four-way air hose system and the new air hose system, there are a couple different things I'm seeing here just right off the bat. The actual gauge on top and the manifold, they pretty much look identical. There's a big change, which I know from personal use. This right here is going to be a slide valve. This is how you either open it up to air down. I don't typically use my air hose system to air down, but you can connect up your air hose system and not connect it to an air compressor. Just open the valve and you'll let out all your tire air pressure at the same exact time, so you'll hit the same PSI on all 4 tires. But when it comes to airing up, you have to open up your slide valve before you disconnect the air compressor. And if you were gonna go touch that thing right after this thing finished airing up, the heat of the air coming to the air compressor is gonna heat up this metal ring, and it is very hot to touch. On this new air hose system, I'm not quite sure what it's made out of. It feels like a really thick kind of, it's like a rubber. I'd have to check with MORRFlate to see what they use on this, but it has a softer feel and texture to it. It's definitely not metal. It might have a metal core. It might be the same fitting here, and they might have wrapped it with like a rubber boot. So when you go to touch this thing after airing up or airing down, you're not gonna feel the heat like you would on their original air hose system. And then the other biggest thing they upgraded is the actual air lines. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it in this video, but this is gonna be your regular rubber air hose like you'd see in any mechanic shop, any tire shop. You know, the ones that are on a spool you pull down from the ceiling? It's a regular rubber air hose. Well, this one is a synthetic braided air hose. I don't know exactly what it's made of, but you can feel and see there is a texture to it, and there is braiding on it. So this thing can handle higher pressures than your standard rubber air hose, and it can handle higher heat. They're gonna get the job done just the same, but there's just some upgrades and added benefits to the newest braided air hose system that MORRFlate integrated after hearing customer feedback, which is awesome. Anytime a brand, especially a small brand, takes the feedback from their customers and they improve their product to make it even better. Now, if you go to their website right now, you cannot buy this older hose system, so this is something that is gonna be a collector's item soon. Totally kidding, but I'm gonna take my old air hose system and this is gonna be gifted to my brother because he needs a four-way air hose system, and I'm sure he's definitely gonna appreciate this thing. We're gonna keep the MORRFlate here in the family. So if you were looking at buying the four-way air hose system, I would highly recommend it. If you are someone that has a good air compressor and you wanna air up your tires quicker, get it done quicker, or if you wanna air down using this system, you wanna air down all 4 tires and have a digital tire pressure gauge to be able to monitor what your PSI is, this thing will come in handy. I'm sure you will definitely appreciate it. I've never heard of somebody buying a 4-way air hose system and regretting it and wish they didn't. So for this video, my general overall goal was just informing people and teaching them about my system. I'm not trying to sell you on guys on anything. I'm not trying to tell you what you need. It's not the one solution for it all, but it's something that has worked for me, and it's something that I've kind of planned out and put together over years of off-roading and doing the air up and air down thing time and time again. All that years of work that's been put into making my system, and I truly love where I'm at right now with this air system. I wanted to just share with you guys and show you what I run, how it's all set up, how I did it. So maybe you guys can incorporate this into your system. Maybe it'll give you some thoughts on how you can twist it or spin it and do your own thing. But I just want to share with you what I'm running, how I do it, why I do it, and why I like it so much. If there's anything in this video I did not cover and you have any questions for me, do not hesitate to visit that comment section. Drop a comment down below. I try my best to reply to every comment that is left on my videos. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. It helps the video to be more successful so I can get seen by people just like you. Thank you guys for sticking around all the way to the end. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you on my next video. If you guys want to check out the 2 other videos that are related to this one, I will put both of them right here on the screen. The first one is going to be the installation of that JD Fab bed box that I put in the bed of my truck. The second one is gonna be the installation of my twin air compressor by MORRFlate that I installed inside the JD Fab Bed Box.